The first thing I want to say is that your work as volunteers is the most important factor in suicide prevention in the world today. I want you to believe in what you are doing. I want you to be free of any ambition to do something different. The president of the Samaritans is an internationally known psychiatrist, Doris Odlum. And at the last Samaritan conference, with over 1,000 Samaritans there, she said, "Resist the temptation to improve." Of course, she didn't mean we mustn't improve in our befriending. She meant we mustn't try to do something cleverer. 29 years ago, nearly, I discovered something which I think is still very important. I had very rashly offered my services to suicidal people day and night if they wish to telephone to me or come and see me. At that time, I thought that the only people who could help the suicidal were either doctors or professional counselors like myself. So I thought at least these volunteers can keep them amused, give them cigarettes and coffee, and if they begin to get angry and say, "When will be my turn?" just sort of calm them down. But very soon I noticed a big difference in my work. Instead of having more people than I could cope with, I had just about the right number. Furthermore, the people I was seeing were people who wanted my counselling, because all that the person wanted was that I should listen and listen and listen and say nothing. I said to my secretary, "What do the volunteers do?" "Oh," she said, a lot of nothing." Well, I said, it seems to work because the people come in, they insist on seeing me, a volunteer sits with them, gives them coffee, listens to them, and then they go away without seeing me. I began to study what in fact the volunteers did. They used every possible trick to get the person talking, to express their feelings. They didn't ask about facts very much. They asked about feelings. How did you feel about that? They sympathized. It soon became clear that out of every 8 people who came, 1 needed either to be counseled by me or to be sent to a doctor. What of the other 7? What did they want? They wanted a friend, wiser than any friend they could possibly find, more patient, more tolerant, and who, unlike their own friends, didn't want to have a half share in the conversation. Someone who would listen without interrupting, without disapproval, without giving any advice, and of course without preaching. We called this befriending, and this befriending is now recognized as a form of therapy for the suicidal. It is what you do. It is what you are chosen for. You were not chosen because you can give advice or give a message. You were not chosen because you would have been a psychiatrist if you could have passed the exams. You were chosen because the persons who chose you believed that you can listen and feel for a stranger in distress. What is the difference between you and the workers in some other suicide prevention services? The doctor is offering his medical skill. Most of the people do not want it. The evangelist is offering his exhortation. Nobody wants that. By listening, We discover what they want because they tell us. No wonder then that you are the people who save lives. In England, people like you have reduced the suicides by 1/3. Nearly all the lives saved by the Samaritans are saved by the volunteers. Only a small percentage are saved by our doctors and people like me. So please believe in what you are doing. Don't say to yourself, it is so simple, it is so unimpressive, it can't be any good.